This is the Peak Design Capture Clip, costs £70, $70, and this is the Falcam F38 clip, which only costs $50. They look very equally matched, but the question is, which one is better? And there's only one way to find out. Fight! I'm going to try and keep a little bit quieter for this one. I just want to show you something really quick, and it's the way I carry my cameras is not using a strap. I hate straps. I've never liked straps. I don't like the way you can get tangled in it. It can snag and stuff. People, rocks, trees. I've never liked straps. My preferred method to carry a camera is like this, clipped on to the front of my camera bag, and then if I need to use the camera, I just push the button, slide it off, and unlock the lens and go. It's incredibly convenient. I never have to go in my backpack at all because everything's just on the front here, and I do sometimes double camera like this. I'll have one on one side and one on the other, and I'll be swapping between them. But today I just want to compare two options you have when it comes to these clips, because for the longest time I've been using this one. This is the Peak Design Capture Clip. They're kind of the original guys who made one of these, and they're all based around these little Arca Swiss plates that go on the bottom. Attach that to your camera. Because it's Arca Swiss, it's a universal connection, so it'll work on all our tripods, and both these systems use it. Peak Design, clip it on, there you go. And then when you want to remove it, there's a button in the side there. You just push that, and it slides off. Okay? The Peak Design system costs $70, about £65. It's really, really expensive. And then this side, this is my newer one. This is, same idea, push a button, off comes the camera. This is the Falcam F38 from ULANZI. And this only costs $50. It's about £20, $20 cheaper. Same idea, it uses like an Arca Swiss plate on the bottom, and you can just clip the camera into place. Both of these systems will carry multiples of kilos. I mean, I've currently got, there's about 3 kilos on here and about 1 kilo on here. I am currently carrying many thousands of pounds worth of equipment on my shoulders, and that's how much I trust this kind of device. Do you go with the established brand or go with a newcomer and save yourself 20-25 quid? Let's take a closer look at both of these and see for yourselves whether there's any difference in quality. Okay, a closer look at the Peak Design clip then. I've had this one for a few years, so you can see it's been well used. I mean, you can see it's a solid piece of metal, very well designed. The way you attach this to a bag is you loosen up these screws here. That opens up. And you put the strap down in here, close the strap over, spin those. Yes? Some bird over there making noises. Tighten it up, and that is it, secured on the strap. And then you just click the camera on here. You can twist this to lock it so it doesn't accidentally come off. And then put it back here, and then you push it, and you can see that releases it, and your camera just slides off. There's not too much to say about this other than it's really good and works really, really well. Then we have the Falcam version, again machined from metal, very, very secure, beefy looking. Similar idea. Now this one has 3 little screws, which you may think is an advantage or a disadvantage. It's an advantage because it's got 1 extra point of failure, so if one of these breaks, there's still 1 to back it up. But the downside is it's just slightly slower to put on. Same idea, you loosen it up. It opens up, you put it onto your backpack strap, close it down, tighten these up, and then you're ready to connect your camera and hang it from your backpack. There's really, like, look at the two of them. In terms of design, both really, really nice designs. The Peak Design is slightly more slimline. You can see that there's a little bit of, It is a little bit more slimline, it is a little bit smaller, but in terms of the build quality in these, I would say these are about equal. Falcam's advantage, as I said, it's got that extra bolt on it. It also has the little release clip is more hidden in here. So because it's kind of in there, it'd be very difficult to accidentally like stick your thumb in or something and accidentally release it. But they're really equal, so if I was choosing between these on their own, I would struggle to justify, now that I know this exists, the extra money that it takes to buy the Peak Design one. Peak Design do have some other accessories which are built around that system. They've got a few other clips for accessories and stuff that you can attach, but then again, so do Falcam. So we've got this module block here that you can attach to a camera strap, so you could, you know, have it hanging on here, or you could use like some paracord or something to secure this to something. The one I like the most is this. This is just a little quick release adapter that you can put on anything. It's absolutely tiny, and suddenly that tripod, attachment, gimbal, whatever it is, will work. The way I've used it is I've taken the Sony remote control handle and I've stuck it on the top here. See that? So that means if I'm out and about vlogging, I can have my camera attached up my shoulder, walking along. Oh look, something interesting. Push the button here, slide that off, bring it up, and boom, that's it. Which is incredibly fast, and if you have like a tripod with you, it has an Arca Swiss head on it as well, you can just quickly take it off and snap it onto that as well. It's just really quick and easy to use, and there it is, really secure. And then if I want to put it away, I then just push the button, slide it off, put that back on, and away I go. So that's really it. There's not much more to say, apart from, as much as I love my Peak Design capture clip, as much as these have done me really well over the last 2 years, I would genuinely recommend the Falcam because the build quality is fantastic. It does absolutely everything the Peak Design clip does. It's got that ecosystem built around it as well, and it's significantly cheaper. Oh, by the way, do you spot my new camera? This is my new setup that I'm going to be using for a lot of my YouTube videos in 2020. Hey, this is the Sony A7c with the 20 f1.7. Hold on, I'll show you what that looks like. Why did I get this? I basically got this to replace my GH5 because for the last 2 years I've been using 2 different camera systems and it just doesn't make any sense. I'm going to like client shoots and shooting A cam on Sony and B cam on Panasonic. Doesn't make any sense, so I finally switched back to all Sony. I went Panasonic for YouTube at the start because at that point Sony didn't have a camera with a flip screen, but this does have a flip screen. It's also weather sealed, so both these lenses are weather sealed, and you probably really don't care about this, but I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, and just in case you're wondering, here is what the footage looks like from the A7C. Now, what about my Sony ZV-1? Still love it. I'm filming this on it. But there's a few downsides to the ZV-1. One of the big ones being that it's not in any way weatherproof. So if you get any rain on it or anything like that, it's really not good for it. This whole setup, the A7, this whole setup, the A7C, it's weatherproof, dust sealed, weather sealed. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have another method of carrying your camera that you prefer, you can let me know about it. Have a look around the camera, have a look around the channel. I make videos with an outdoors focus, hiking, running, that kind of stuff, but with a little bit of technology built in. So have a look on the channel, see if there's anything you like. Feel free to subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye. I'm gonna get out of here because this place is like a really buggy swamp and it's getting dark. I'm going to get buggy. An entire herd of deer just ran past me. That would just typically be my luck. I was sitting there trying to figure out something on this new camera lens, and all of a sudden I just hear this thundering noise, and running right past me through the forest goes an entire herd of about 30 deer. Of course, the telephoto lens is in my backpack. No time to even get a shot of them, so you have to make do with what I got there. Classic. On the bright side though, I have discovered that you can use clear image zoom with this handle, means my 20mm lens also can double as a 30mm lens. That's kind of cool. Woo!